Yeah, hello there, and today it isn't smart, obviously, for the arm wrestling. I'm just gonna talk about the year on year and the month on month progression and the basic technicality of arm wrestling. So, um, I've gone extremely strong, uh, but I only I have been stronger. The only thing that kind of affected it was the coordination. I couldn't really the mind muscle connection. The mind muscle connection and oh, sorry about that. That was shouldn't get carried away. um, but there was a severe weakness which I would patch up, but that's only for the ultra high elite technical arm wrestlers. Now, although for example Martin, my training partner, he has to be one of the most technical, not the strongest, and he doesn't. His side pressure isn't that. I mean, altogether, it's very strong. But if you manage to block his super technique, pretty much what it is how to describe it to you. So pretty much what he does is um, so he pulls away from me, and it now what defines a really good app. He kind of cups, pronates, drags, and with side and with a bit of hook pressure. Now that is a very very rare person who can do it, who can uh, train with who can do it with very with a lot of weight and with a lot of pressure. Now that's the only thing that I like, um, but I can easily patch it up, no problem. I'm actually training this area. That's what I'm doing. I'm training the area, and when I train, I want it to be exhausted when I train, so that so when I train with him, he does the exact same movement, but now my muscles are all overloaded, and it will overload even more. So it will even target the most weakest links and areas. That's that's what I want. This is why I come on the table 25%, because it does not allow me to use my dominant muscles. It when I weakened when I train and when I weaken my dominant muscles, my weaker muscles obviously are being targeted on the muscle purposely. Now, Martin, I have to rank Martin in probably like the top 10 of the most technical arm wrestlers. He's not the top 10 best arm wrestler. He's probably, I don't know, top in the top 50, top between 100 and 50, between 50 and 100. Uh, not not even that, because most arm wrestlers can block his technique, but for guys who are new, it's very hard to kind of yeah, it's very specific movement, and this is what you saw in in the um, in the in the in the nationals, in the Bulgarian nationals. People just blocked it, came straight through it, and I need to learn how to block it. But again, super technical arm wrestler. He doesn't have a single strong kind of hook or kind of side pressure using. He combines it with so many other things, and that's very rare. He's probably one of the most technical arm wrestlers you find, but people block it. People block his. Once you block it, you can go straight. And if you cut into his bone line, I mean, once you cut into his bone line, I think pretty much. Um, what I mean is when you separate his forearm and his biceps, so he's not able to use his extremely good technique. You can easily beat him. Yeah, I mean, you can be a intermediate, and if you manage to block him and to manage to separate his forearm and his biceps, you can easily hook him, as what you saw. with some athletes in the 100 kg division. But I really like Martin as a training partner because he specifically targets my weakness, and I what I want from a trainer is to be weak on the table, because if I get kind of beaten, I just want to thrive more. If I start beating people, I'm gonna not I'm not gonna be mentally hungry. Of course, it's good to win, but balance. And as I've shown also throughout throughout my training, it's been very good. I've been progress ever since past 2 weeks. I probably gained like 50% on the arm wrestling table. But athletes like Tomasz, Stepan, I'll probably beat him. I'll probably beat him. If he doesn't catch me outside, which I don't think he will. If he does, then probably he will beat me. But if I manage to catch him, I'll beat him. As well with the other technical. If I now went to the same table, to the same side table as most of the other athletes, high athletes, I'll do a lot better. I'll start blocking it. I'll start doing a lot better. So, but this is what initially I want from a training partner too. And also, for example, I'll give another example. His style is probably the worst for me, which is very rare people to have a style like Martin. But also Todor, another, we came over and we trained, and he was strong. But what proves that he isn't using strength on me is because the way I beat Todor, I beat him a lot faster and a lot quicker than what Martin can. And also Todor, Todor also beat Martin. You know, once you block it, even Todor, once you kind of tie him out, and once you have a strong pronator, riser, you can easily block it, like Todor beat him. But nevertheless, Martin and Todor, they're great athletes. They're extremely strong. But compared to the others, right now, if I were to go back in the Bulgarian Nationals, I would have got third, maybe second, due to the fact my outside game is so strong. Now even these athletes like Baymarin, you know, Marin Pantelev, and Stoyan Golomanov, they are not as technical as Martin. They are a lot stronger. They are a lot leaps and they are a lot stronger, but they're not as technical as Martin. And if you try to face me with strength, you lose. I'm stronger than them. So the way that they beat me is through technique. But obviously my technique has been getting so strong, and I am assertive and I'm confident that I will block whatever they have right now. Or within 3 months, I can guarantee you 100% that I'll block anything that they have. If not now, within the next 3 months, I can guarantee you I can block whatever they have. And straight, get them in. All I need to do is just separate the biceps and the forearms, and it's quite easy for me. But if I specify, which I don't, I work all around. So pretty much 1 month before the tournament, I specify specifically on that. That's how I do my training program. But yeah, I'm definitely sure that, you know, like John Brissing said, within 5 years you will see a champion. But within me, because I also don't take performance enhancement drugs, I don't take any form of steroid, nor any form of I'm willing to be drug tested, obviously, and I will become a natural champion. I mean, it's a natural progression, as you can see. At the age of 12, I was 13, I was 80 kilos, 85. Then I bulked up at the age of 14, 15, 100 kilos, but that's without no training. I haven't worked out. And then I plateaued at 90, 95 kilos. Obviously, I didn't train. That's kind of like from then on, I want to grow as much. So, but I started to work out at the age of 17 for 3 months. Then I stopped, and then I went to college. Obviously, then I started back for a year. Then I stopped. Then I started for a year again. Then I started again for about a couple months. Then I stopped for about 9 months. Then I stopped and I worked out for another month, and then I stopped again, and then and then I joined arm wrestling. So my gym wasn't consistent, and I will become, because if I take what they take from the beginning, if I would have took performance enhancement drugs, I would have beat all of them. I'll probably be, if I would have from the start, if I would have took performance enhancement drugs, I would have probably been within the top 10 starting. But obviously I can do it. The reason why I don't take it is because I grow. I get stronger without it. And I mean, also many other factors, like to really know who's natural, who's not, is to look at, well, there's many things, like father, like son. Me and my father, we work with the similar weights with the forearms, obviously, and many other things, like head to width ratio should be 1 to 3. Mine is 1 to 3.5, which it can be genetically natural, of course. It's quite rare, but many other things, like everything kind of matches up. I've got a very low blood pressure, so on and so forth. But I've never taken performance enhancement drugs. I can, whatever, book a test, I'll test, no problem. Just any test, 10 companies, whatever, I'll do it. I'll prove I'm natural. But yeah, again, if I take performance enhancement drugs, I'll probably be number 1 right now. If I would have took it, if I would have took what they'd taken, I'll probably be not. Now I've been losing weight. I haven't been eating as well. I've been busy. I've been doing this, that, and the other, and I'm probably like 115. Today I woke up at 113, so without no food, no water, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I was 108 plus that, but then I scaled back because I haven't been eating properly. But I have been getting extremely stronger. But right now, if I would have took what they took, I would probably be like 140, 150, ginormous, so wide and so thick, and I will beat them. Whatever they take in, if I took that, I would have beat them. I would have beat them 1 year ago. But I choose not to, because obviously I'm not obviously. First of all, it's immoral, and second of all, why should I spend something for which I can gain? I mean, I would understand if I plateau, but I don't plateau. I just get stronger, bigger, stronger. I mean, this is part of my genetics. I mean, it was a natural progression up to 115. It wasn't like that. Although I gained it really quick, but it wasn't like that. It was also genetically based. If I would have took performance enhancement drugs, I'll probably be right now. If I was to go to the strongman, because I'm really good at pulling, I'm really good at picking up, lifting. I'm probably more suited to a strongman. But yeah, I would have right now with the state that I'm in, I'll probably come 4th or 5th on a Europe strongest man, because I can probably do at last on about 200 kilos. That's not a problem for me. I think I can pull a truck, but I need to get used to it. Within a month or so, I'll get used to it. But I'm pretty sure I can compete within strongman, no problem. Also, the reason why I chose arm wrestling, because it was the strongest, it was the hardest sport for me, and I like a challenge. any other sport, tennis, I would have been far, far ahead. But I like a challenge anyway. But yeah, that's it for now, and take care.